Oh yeah. Let a couple of them jump up on now. Are we good? Huh? Live, we live, big dog. We definitely live. 1, 2, 3, we live, baby. I want to welcome everybody to tHe. This is my first interview, or should I say I'm going to have a conversation with the one and only. I look at him as a brother. You know, I really wanted to talk to you, T. The whole time you was walking in here, big dog, but I want to capture everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I do, because the reason why I did this, man, I'm going to look in your eyes while I'm asking you this, while actually telling you this. I looked up to you, T. I'm going to be real with you, big bro. I really looked up to you, you know what I'm saying? And I took it to heart, and when I said that I wanted to do something as far as like with my life and with this coaching thing and, you know, Coach Thomas' view, the tHe, I said, I got Dwayne coming too, Dwayne Woods, that's another one. But that's on another note. But I said, you know what? I'm going to keep it to somebody who I knew a little better. You know, me and Dwayne had our relationship, but it was more football. Man, you had a whole lot, you know, competitive stuff. You already know it, T. So I said, you know what, I'm going to reach out to Torris, man, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, bro. It's an honor, you know what I'm saying, to sit here and interview you. And a couple people, when I put it out there, that I'm going to start doing interviews and this and that, and, you know, a couple people looked at me like, you need to be the one being interviewed. But I was like, no, it ain't about me. It's about shining a light on people that was here already and that didn't put some positive impact on Slidell. Right. You know what I'm saying? And still doing it. Right. Torris, you did it back then. I don't know if you ever stopped and looked like what you was doing when you was doing. I know we was on the move back then, T. You already know. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't never stop and think, but like, well, I want to say you probably 2 years older than me. We ain't got to say the age, but because my brother, you know, Herm 2 years older than me. So yeah. So back then it was a little different, T. It was more of when we was 13 and 14 and y'all was 16 and 18, we looked at y'all like y'all was 25 grown men, you know what I'm saying? And I just want that to come back to these days, because right now, you know, I'm seeing stuff like, you know, just being out there with my little nephew and them, and just a lot of these kids who I'm coaching and this and that, they don't have that person to look up to, T. Right. They ain't got that, Torris. They ain't got that. And I think that's what we missing. So, you know, I just want to shine a light, and that's what, you know, this tHe, Coach Thomas view, I'm putting it out there to just shine a light on some positive people that really put an impact on Slidell, big man. And I'm done with talking, so we're going to start this interview already. We're going to start this interview. Let them know a little bit about yourself, T, man. Like, you know, where you from, you know, where you was raised up at. You know, you got brothers and sisters, I know that. You got a big family, big man.
Yeah, well, I'm from Slidell. Born and raised in Slidell. Came from, my mama had 5 kids, 4 boys and a little girl. You know, we was raised in Slidell playing football. SYFA Boys and Girls Club. Okay. You know,
hold on, T. I got a time out because you mentioned that. I never knew you played SYFA, T.
Yeah, that's where it started at. You know what I'm saying? My mama had, you know, she was running from John Slidell Park to this field. You know, we had 5 kids, so she was a little bit of everywhere. But it started with football. Football, my favorite sport.
Huh? Get out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm better in football. A lot of people don't know that I'm better in football than I am in basketball.
Oh, we're going to touch bases on that too in a little minute, but I knew you was a dog, T, but I didn't know that was your passion first. I'm going to be real with you. Yeah. Okay, all right. How mom and them and everybody doing, man?
Everybody doing good, bro. Everybody doing real good. They just, you know, trying to stay safe, stay away from the virus, and working and raising the kids. You know?
All right. When I heard about your pops too, man, rest in peace. That's a good man right there, T. Yeah, you know, that's a real good man. Yeah. And yeah, he raised a good one, big man. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. But look, I just wanted to jump off in, and like I said, it's definitely an honor, T, to have you here today. And I'm gonna start off. We're gonna rewind time for a minute, T. We're gonna rewind time, you know, just for a little minute. I want these people to really know who I'm interviewing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might know one side of you. T, we came from the era where you had to do a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So I'm going to rewind them wheels all the way back to the boys club. Not the Boys and Girls Club. We started out with the Boys Club, but we could call it Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. That was the days. And like you said, I know basketball, you was doggone good at. Football, actually flag football. You know, you shot pool, big man. Ping pong, you thought you was a dog at that. I had to whoop you up a couple times. Right. Bumper pool, all that, you know, swimming when we went on the field trip, you know, with Miss Magnum. Yeah, man, I got to give it to you, T, bro. I really, and not just me. It's a lot of us out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can name my whole little generation of my age group, and one person who they gonna say they looked up to was you, big man. Right, I'm a definitely, you know, that you played a big factor in our life. But we're gonna touch bases on that flag football. T. Oh! Now, you already know. You was on one team, I was on one team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give it to you, T. You really raised my level with that football thing, big bro. Because, you know, a lot of people right now, I guess they calling it 7-on-7. It's not more of a flag football, but when we played, it was more with that. You already know, T.
Yeah. See, I was, I don't know. I just fell in love with the camaraderie of football, and you know, it was real easy at Boys and Girls Club because it was flag football. So, you know, I was racking up on all kind of trophies over there, playing all positions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was the time of our lives back then. It was super fun, and that's why I learned a lot of my friends that still to this day from the Boys and Girls Club. So it was a heck of an experience. My mom, as a matter of fact, used to coach.
There you go.
Yeah,
there we go.
You know, we got a whole family full of athletes.
You know how it was with your mom and my mama. Your mama was your coach. My mama was my coach.
What? Faithfully too.
Yeah, that was them days. T, I ain't gonna lie. I remember. I don't know if it was Mr. Murphy or Miss Meg or Mr. Green had put in a little rule because you had that spin. You know what I mean? You remember? Yeah, that we couldn't spin no more.
They shut all that down.
Yeah,
I was scoring too much. You know what I'm saying? No more spinning.
Yeah, I had to give it to you, T. I had to give it to you. I ain't gonna even sit there and lie to you. I remember when we used to go to New Orleans, big man, and I was running it with Keisha. You remember Monster who played? Man, somebody told me if that wasn't her, that's Monster with the fade who be doing that dance. You know, he played a little ball, and I'm like, no. But look, it brought me back to when we went to New Orleans, T. I ain't gonna lie. They used to hate to see you get off that bus, T. Oh,
yeah.
Boys Club from the city versus Boys Club from New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That was the good old days, man, right there. So I was coming with it, too. I jump off the bus, I'm ready to go.
Already.
100 miles per hour. That's in the sport.
Oh, definitely. So out of all of them sports, like you say, football, flag football at the time, you was really trying to get into the football thing, no, T?
I was, but, you know, once you get older, you have to pick a certain sport because, you know, you don't want your wings stretched too thin, I guess, and you want to focus on one sport. So, I mean, football, it was great, but, you know, I didn't want to be out there with 2 days in the pants, and man, it's too hot in Louisiana for all that, you know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm going to the gym, man. That's where the air at, where the girls at. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that cool air. I ain't going out there no 2 days, 3 days, 5 in the morning with them pads on. Nah, I'm gonna leave that up to y'all.
Nah, I hear that. But I ain't gonna lie, I think you chose the good one, no, T. Even though, you know, I used to be like, dang, is he gonna be catching it, throwing it, or running it? Because your hands already big, used to have that and launching it. I'm like, oh, no, with that. So I'm like, I never knew really which one that you was actually gonna pick out of, you know, like, I knew you liked the flag football, but when you did the basketball thing, especially when church league came around, you know, you already had that 2-year advantage on me. So you had jumped in church league 1 year earlier than me. But when I came from Boys Club, you know, Boys Club, we had a team, you know, that went into church league. Mm-hmm. So I can't lie, that was some good days then. And but playing with you, you know, I played with you, I want to say, first year. And then your step pops, what's his name? Who was messing with the boys club at that time? Big man.
What are you talking about?
Big man, from boys club. Not Mr. Green, but what's the other one? I want to say he was y'all coach from Macedonia, huh?
Randy.
Mr. Randy, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Already.
Already, you know. So when he came into the situation, I see you went to, what that was, Macedonia, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all had a squad, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Oh, who was all on y'all squad for Macedonia, man?
Man, I can't. That was so long ago. I guess everybody, like, you know, from North Slidell, pretty much, you know, Macedonia, when Randy came in the picture, Macedonia had, the church league was a men's league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they had they had like mice in them. That's when I first, like, they opened my eyes. I seen them boys playing in Holton. I'm like, yeah, I want to get into this because it was tough back then. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as us and our teammates, I think it was like me, tHe, maybe. You know, a lot of cats from North Slidell that way.
Who Alvin played with? He was with y'all too, huh?
He could have played for a little bit with us. I think so.
I seen him come out there. Y'all had a lot of people in that mess. Yeah. I want to say y'all was winning it that year, huh? A couple of years or something like that.
A lot of recruiting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And now I ain't gonna lie myself. I played for Jerusalem. You know, once everybody broke up from the I want to say, rest your soul, Mr. Tim. Who was that coach for Boys Club that year? Was it Mr. Tim, Mr. Gordon, or Mr. Randy? And then he went to Macedonia.
It could have been Tim.
I think it was Big Tim. All right, Mr. Tim. Rest your soul, big man. Already. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, we had a team too.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to say, rest your soul again, Jugi. Archie was on the team. Lavelle. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I looked up to all y'all. Herm was on the team. I'm like, all right, I played my little part down here. In was on the team. Yeah, y'all had a fire team before y'all split up. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. That's another, you know, something I really looked up to when, you know, I was playing with y'all all for that. But, man, I wanted to jump into, not even just church league, but now when you started to actually play junior high ball, T, what you had went over there to Slidell Junior High, huh?
I started off at Slidell Junior High. I was playing football too for tHe over there. But tHe thought I was a basketball player.
No, at Slidell Junior High?
Yeah, so he, you know, he never wouldn't put me on the field.
Coach K.
Yeah. So by the time he put me on the field, I was a wide receiver. So they'll hike and they'll run a little in route, throw it right, you know, quick little pass. Boom, I turned into a running back.
Yeah.
And, you know, I showed tHe, like, yeah, this is the real deal, man. I've been in the Boys and Girls Club for a long time.
Yeah.
So he started to play me more. Right then we had moved. When we moved, I went to left side of Junior High. He was hurt.
Look, that's another thing. I ain't gonna lie, T. I'm coming home from little football practice. Bang. Get up in the house over there at the trailer by my mom and them. All I hear is Herman come up and up. Oh, I heard Torris coming to Boyette. You know, Herman was on the team already over there. So I'm like, no, Torris at Slidell Junior. Man, I'm hearing he coming to Boyette. Bang. So you know Boyette and Little Oak was right. Man, they traveled so fast, the Little T, I ain't gonna lie. So how that experience was, actually, I want to ask you, what made you take that leap over there from leaving Slidell Junior High to going to Boyette?
Moms had moved.
Oh, okay.
You know, we had moved to Kings Point. So, I had to go to school on that side, and I had hit a growth spurt. I went from like...
That's when everything came about.
5'8". Yeah, 8th grade, I went to like 5'8" to probably like 6'2", 6'3", and after that I got into basketball. I was already with Coach Spring.
Oh, okay.
And that's all she wrote then. Up and down that court from there all the way to now.
I hear that. I definitely hear that. See, I had the same little situation though. You know, we was right in that little neighborhood right before Kings Point where we had a trailer at, but my mom and them, my mom and them was in Lincoln. So back then, Torris, you couldn't do what you could do today, just freely go to any school. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you really had to like get an address. You know what I mean when I say get an address. You know what I'm saying? You had to really make something look like something. Now, knowing that you was over there, because I was in that same situation too when I left Boyette, because that was your 8th grade year when you went to Boyette, right?
Yeah.
Why you didn't go to North Shore?
North Shore started at 9th grade, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you know what? You went back over there to Slidell, huh?
I did. I think we had moved again, if I'm not mistaken. I think we had moved again. And we moved, yeah, we did. We moved out there to Eden House.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I went to start going to Slaughter High, man. That was, that was part of the best times of my life right there.
I know it was, T. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you. That's when everything like really hit the fan, Torris. Mm-hmm. Like you did say it right. Your 8th grade year, going into that 9th grade year. That's when, you know, the church league. You know, that's when you done stepped it up there. You everywhere you was going, you was stepping it up. And now dealing with that church league and around this same era too, when you about to go to high school. First of all, let me say. It's just crazy, Torris, that I gotta keep saying this, but I pay my respect to people, and we getting older now, and you know we see life now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna say rest in peace, Deltrick. You know what I'm saying? But his pops too, Mr. Neely passed away too, huh? He's still alive.
He's still alive.
Okay.
Big dog.
Is he big dog? All the way big dog.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I don't be knowing what be going on, T. You know what I'm saying? So, man, no, I want to. Matter of fact, I want to shine that light on Mr. Now I'm gonna say Coach Neely. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a major factor in my life. You know, because I played football. He really, and Mr. Skip, another one, rest in peace, right out of the Xavier and them daddy. You know, they seen something in me with the basketball and them, and Matt and Xavier daddy. Them two, they really seen something in me in basketball, but with him, I'm coming back your way, T, because now he's seeing me in church league and he's like, Chris, and I got this too. I was watching this the other day. It's on your YouTube channel. And for all y'all looking out there right now, I want y'all to go subscribe to Torris' YouTube channel, which is Torris Bright, TORRISBRIGHT. Torris Bright. Y'all go subscribe. He got some things on there. But man, what I was looking at is one of them that you was, what's the topic? Said, they're on there. The last one you did.
They're out there.
They're out there. That's what it is. Ooh, T, I ain't gonna lie. You touched the nerve. And I'm gonna bring Mr. Neely back in this picture. What he seen, he was like, well, Chris, how about you come out here to a camp?
Yeah,
I'm like, a basketball camp? I mean, I'm doing football. So he told me who was all coming, and we was loaded that year, T. We was loaded. I ain't gonna lie. So when we got out there, T, I ain't gonna lie. While I'm bringing up this story, Big Dom, that's a camp that everybody wanted to go to, T. Mm-hmm. And you really opened my eyes. Like I said, this going into, I want to say your 9th grade or your 10th grade year. We out there, Torris. Gym full of athletes. Yeah. Some of them probably still in the league to this day. You know, I'm being real. You know what's up, T. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. You know what I'm saying? They had 2 players that stood up. What was that in Virginia? Virginia, 5-star camp. It was 2 players that stood out. Old boy from Syracuse, he had like a little long head on him. And what's old boy from Duke?
Point guard?
Man, what's his name? The shooting one. They got all the records and everything. I'm about to bring it up. I thought my memory was bad. No, I'm about to bring it up, boy.
No, that's because I got into it with Jason Williams that same year. Jason Williams wasn't a shooting guard. He was a point guard.
Because look, when we went to Virginia, old boy ended up being at the camp. Yeah. What's his name? Trey.
Was it Wojciechowski?
No, the one with the 3. Trajan Lane.
It's the little white dude.
Yeah, what's his name?
He played
for Duke
too, I think.
He played for Duke, the point guard who got all the 3-point records.
Yeah, he was coaching somewhere too. I can't think of his name though.
Torris, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. We all in the gym. T, I gotta bring you back to this one. Yeah. In Virginia, all the way out there, full of athletes.
Yeah. About 2000.
Hey, why he wanna play with you, T? Remember he called you out?
Yeah. I I remember that. In front of everybody.
Hold on, T. This man got the record for, man, I'm going to find out that boy name for Duke University. And he called out the one and only Torris Bright. When I say you made that boy look that small, Torris, how that feel? I mean, you remember a little bit?
Yeah,
run it to
it could have been halftime or some kind of break, and he was sleeping. He was going on and on about something, and I fell asleep, and he kind of threw the ball at me to wake me up or did something. And then he called me out, and you know, I was like, you know, this ain't what you think it is, Pop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just showed everybody I knew how to play.
Torris, I can't sit in like you always made me a believer, but that day right there, we not in Slidell. Like I said, we in Virginia.
Yeah.
In front of a lot of them boys that been to that league that was in that gym tee.
Yeah.
They had some athletes in there. I was like, where in the world Coach nearly got me at?
Coach Nelly took care of a lot of us. He brought up, you know, a lot of kids from this area look up to Big Dog because every year he was taking kids to 5-star, and 5-star, like, you know, if you coming up and want to make a name for yourself, 5-star is where it's at. You know, you got an opportunity to go out there. And that's where that video come from. They're out there because you think you could be doing damage around here in Slidell, Covington, you know, this area. But when you go out there with all them other boys at, you're going to see that you got a lot of work to do. Because while you in there on Fortnite or, you know, eating or sleeping at a party, somebody out there shooting. Somebody out there doing push-ups, running, you know, jogging, whatever. And they waiting on it. So when you go to these camps and they got 10,000 kids there, everybody trying to get a scholarship. Better be ready, because that guy from Florida, he waiting on you. The boy from Texas, he in the gym already sweating, waiting for you to get off the bus. So that's what the video is about. You gotta stay focused, because they got boys all around the world, boys and girls all around the world that's you know, that's putting in that work.
Oh yeah. Now I never practiced with you. It was a kind of like more of game time when we did do our sports thing. But what I want to ask you is how you took it. Like, what made you take it, you know, like, I'm going to do this football and I'm going to take it to the next level. Like, you know, what made you actually get into that mentality, like that Tiger mentality, like you say?
I don't know. I just, you know, I fell in love with basketball at an early age. And, you know, I got around a group of friends that love basketball too. And a lot of times it was them, you know, I had it in my heart to play basketball, but those cats did too. And you know, everywhere we went, we played basketball. And as the more we kept playing, the better we got. And then when we got an opportunity to go out of town and be like, oh, this the real deal, they got guys playing all over the country. And then we got to see, we went to the state championship, I think. Coach Spring took us to the state championship to see how that is. That opened our mind up a little bit more, and you know, it just, I kind of saturated myself in basketball. I made basketball my girlfriend, and little did everybody know basketball just took me around the world.
I know it did, T. I ain't gonna lie, it definitely did. And dealing with just you, and I threw Chris Duhorn in the picture too, and a lot of players before that too. But you know, I was trying to find myself when I was young, but when I found myself, y'all was the, you know, ones I was looking up to with the basketball, you know what I'm saying? And it was more like, Torris, I ain't gonna lie to you, when I came to Salmon, I was in the 9th grade. I think you was in the 10th, or you was in 11 at the time. Boy, if Coach Collins seeing this, he wanted me to play basketball so bad, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a freshman, over there at Salmon, you know, I played football, but I was, you know, just dressing out for the varsity team. So Coach Collins was like, well, since you know, you just gonna do all that, you could come over to basketball. So I tried to transition this and that. What I'm saying is, but I missed out on the game because I wanted to be in that stands. T. Boy, when y'all came to Salmon and y'all played Salmon, Torris versus Chris Duhorn. Man, I'm not saying, I mean, you know, I could have dressed, you know how it is when you're a little freshman and you ain't really getting no PT. You could dress out, man, I'm trying to get in the stands right there. Yeah, man, I want to watch that thing. Yeah. But man, when I ain't gonna lie, I think it was me, TJ and Alex, Mike Num and Brooke, a couple of us. We walking through the door. It's something when you see a whole 2 rows full of coaches, Torris.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I walk in one time, y'all played a couple times. One time at Slidell, I seen Kentucky, who that was, Lubby. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, at that time. Kentucky head coach.
Yeah, it was
Coach K, Duke, who all was there?
Man, they had him, they had, I forget the guy, he coached at Alabama. They had Billy Tubbs there, they had TCU, they had Miami. It was packed, man. They had everybody there, man. It was lights, camera, action, man. You know what I'm saying?
It was a little more. It was a little more than that, T. I ain't gonna lie, cause it was like when I never experienced that, and I don't think Slidell would ever experience that ever again, Torris.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to, you know, and they do have some good kids these days that's really growing up, that's really balling out there. It's just.
A lot of these kids distracted, bro.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
They got a lot going on, and you know, it's you know, the proof is in the pudding. Times has changed. So you know, you not only got Netflix and chill, you got Fortnite, you got all kind of, and these kids is just a little bit more advanced than we was because they into everything these days. So it's easier for them to get distracted. Now, every now and then you're gonna run into some of these little kids that's just passionate about football, about basketball, and you can tell because they're just dominating everybody else. But for the most part, you know, a lot of our kids, they're just too distracted. They're worrying about their friends, they're worrying about partying, they're worrying about Fortnite, they're worrying about everything that they don't need to be worried about.
Right.
Because all that stuff gonna disappear, you know, in a matter of years. Just like it did for me. You know, I was, 1 minute I was in high school, I blinked. I was in college, I blinked again, and now I'm 40. That's how fast it passed. So, you know, just like what I was saying earlier, just getting around that right company, because the right friends could, you know, the friends you hang around, they can either take you up or they can take you down. And for us as parents, we need to be mindful of who our kids hang around, because if they're around the wrong type of kids, without a doubt, they're going to pick up the wrong type of thing. If they're around other kids who are doing certain things that's going to help them get to the next level, then that's probably who they need to be around. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real.
Yeah.
That's something positive right there. No, that is one thing. You're right on that. You know that a lot of them kids really do need to look into that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, they mind somewhere else right now. Yeah. You know, I got a little boy, and you know, just seeing him. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my little nephews and some of the kids I coach. You know, like you said, it's a lot of stuff going on now. So they mind really when they leave the gym or leave the football field or whatever they're doing, they mind totally gone. Right. Like for us, when we left the football field or the gym, we trying to go find somewhere else to go play basketball and some little football, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to ask you, T, because there's some things I wanted to know personally. How far did y'all actually go at Slidell? Didn't y'all go to the...
We went to the state championship game.
Sure did. That was your junior year?
Junior year, yeah.
Who was all on the team that year? Was that y'all best year?
It was our best year. It was me, Terrell Donaldson, Jimmy Abram, Alvin Posey, Chris Farrell.
That's the year, okay.
Deron, Smurf, we was coming with it. Jamal, Sonny,
Yeah. Brandon was on the team too, huh?
Brandon,
all right.
It was deep, you know what I'm saying? And they just look over Brandon like, oh, no, he ain't about nothing. Brandon,
no, he came through,
He with the threes, left hand layups, floaters, all kind of stuff. So, we went to the state championship and probably about 5 minutes left in the game. I think it was probably down 3 or 5 or something like that. But 5 minutes left in the game. Man, I take the ball out. We're trying to go down court. The dude just pushing me. You know what I'm saying? Referees watching him push me. I'm trying to run around and he wouldn't let me go around. So I spin off of him. I hit him with an elbow. Bam, referee caught that. You out of here. Out of the game.
State championship game?
State championship game. We was playing Southern Food. Kicked me out of the game.
I'm trying to think. I want to say, I think I came to that one.
Yeah, it was in Lafayette.
Lafayette, yeah, the Cajun Dome.
Mm-hmm. It was deep.
Sure was.
Yeah, we had the whole crew out there.
When you would you got kicked out early?
I got kicked out with like 5 minutes left in the game.
Oh damn.
That was a wrap. That's all she wrote from there. Yeah.
What was the score?
I don't even remember, bro.
It was a close game?
It was close. It was close. But I think they kind of stretched it out after I got kicked out the game. I think they kind of stretched it out a little bit. But, yeah, it was over with after that.
I hear that. How y'all came out your senior year?
We I think we lost in the second round of playoffs. We lost to Wichita State or something like that. Way out there. Yeah. Everybody's mind wasn't on the same page.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was fun, man. It was super fun.
Yeah, buddy. And I know you when you went to college, what was one of the ones that really made you choose LSU, Torris?
Well, it was really easy, bro. I got recruited by almost every university in the country. It was only probably about 4 big time D1s that didn't recruit me. It was North Carolina, Georgetown, Duke, and Temple, I think. Something like that. But those are the only 4 schools that didn't recruit me. I got a duffel bag full of college.
I know you do.
Oh yeah, I still keep it to show.
Oh yeah?
I still got it.
Mine burned up in the trailer. Oh man, I was so hurt when my mama said I was trailer. You still got yours?
Oh yeah. So I could show them like, look, I ain't really talking about this. I really did get recruited. And you know, the reason why I chose LSU because my whole family, friends, everybody I knew could come right down the street and sit front row and watch me play on some big time TV games, and I could come in and start as a freshman. So yeah, I chose LSU. It was, at that particular time, it was a perfect timing because I was coming in with Stromae.
Man, yeah, name all of them. Oh, you had a squad there.
I had Jabari, I had Lamont, I had Brian Michelle, I had a crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was coming in hot boy.
Yeah, already look. I'm my senior year. I'm looking at the TV too, Torris. I'm like, oh, where you at?
Yeah, as a freshman, I took LSU to the Sweet 16 as a freshman, in which they haven't been to since 1981, the year I was born.
Okay.
So all eyes was on LSU. I mean, the whole state pretty much. Yeah. Because LSU,
really, the whole world was on LSU that year.
Yeah, because they didn't really. I mean, Chris Jackson and Shaq them and Pistol Pete them. Yeah, they had a squad, but that was way back in the day. And they didn't really go as far as we did either. But you know, we had everybody in Louisiana watching us. LSU didn't really start getting popping until after we left, and after that happened.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was nice, man. We had the whole world watching.
Hey, Torris, I gotta give it to you, man. You did your thing, brother. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna sit here and lie, man. Watching you on TV, I'm like, I gotta get there. Yeah. My junior, senior year I'm like, oh, I gotta get there. You know, I'm like, you know, even though I was doing the football, I wasn't doing the basketball, but. You made a light. You ain't Chris Duhon. You know, I'm going to be real with you. Y'all was a good example for Slidell in that era right fast, you know. And, man, just, you know, first of all, y'all 2 totally different players. Right. You know, and I forgot to touch on this one. And I'm going to just touch on it. Boy, when y'all had that dunk contest at Selman. Oh, you were doing, boy, you tried. I ain't going to say you tried. You went flying over that table. I said,
I think I got that on tape. VHS. Yeah?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was them days there. But, yeah, just seeing you on TVT, it was something positive, you know, knowing, you know, we went to boys club together. And it ain't just me. I know a lot of them was looking at it like that, you know, because when I was still roaming around Slidell and at Selman and stuff, you know, when it's basketball or this LSU coming on, you hearing about Torris Bright. I'm going to watch that game, you know, and you picked up your level, T. Like, your handles was really retarded when you was at LSU, big dog. Yeah. Like, you had a little assist or something record or something, huh?
Man, I got...
For that year, you know, while you was there, you know, up in that little era.
Yeah, I think at LSU, the last time I checked, I know my records have probably been broken.
Yeah, but you know, I'm saying like when the time was when you know you was doing your thing.
When I left LSU, I had like I was 3rd in school's assists in history. I was 3rd in the school steals in history. I was 2nd in the most minutes played in history. I think I was the most 3-pointers ever made in school history.
That's what it was, 3-pointers. I ain't know if it was the assist or 3. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was that 3. Okay.
Most starts in school history. Like, and I wasn't even focused after that first year. I mean, I wasn't even focused that first year. I wasn't as focused as I should have been. But, you know, my years at LSU, you know, that's why I do what I do now. Just try to help a lot of these athletes, especially college athletes, stay extremely focused, because that opportunity right there, you'll never, ever, ever get that back. And, you know, I kind of lost focus at LSU because of, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, I got addicted to weed, whiskey, and women. And life had, you know, I'm something of a rarity still to this day. And, you know, a lot of these people in Baton Rouge, just everywhere, they really have never, ever seen anything like me. Like, how this dude get this on the dean's list? Like, you don't never see him in class.
That's what.
He on an honor roll, and I did my own work too.
Yeah.
And he putting up numbers on the court, and we don't never see this guy. Only time we see him is when that horn go off. Man, they was like, man, this dude was something already. So I know the people who sit in the top office in Baton Rouge, and I know who the drug dealers is. I know who the guys sitting in front of the store drinking beer. Yeah. I know who the ladies in the cafeteria cooking. You know, they like, where y'all find this cat at? So, but either way, I lost focus, and my career started to do like this at LSU, up and down, up and down. And you know, I was still putting up numbers. I was still breaking records. So, you know, like, what can you tell a guy like that? He doing good in the classroom for the most part, and he putting up numbers on the court. Like, what can you tell him? It looks like he's focused, but in actuality, I wasn't focused. I was real high maintenance, and you know, they would run us through extremely very physical workouts, and I passed them with flying colors. And when those guys, after the workout, when those guys like, man, we ain't going out, we going to get some rest and blah, 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 I'm like, man, I'm out of here. I know they got a party or something going on in Lafayette. Yeah. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And still was on the dean's list at LSU. But if I would have managed to just stay focused on my craft and just become aware of that was my God-given ability, and worship that ability like I worship God, then I probably wouldn't be here talking to you today.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you know, everything happened for a reason. So my story ain't really for me. My story is just for things like this, so I can help a lot of these cats that's coming up behind me, not get unfocused, and not worry about no women, not worry about the party lifestyle, not worrying about nothing but these opportunities that they have at that level.
Yeah. Now, when you finished all 4, you did all 4 at LSU?
Yeah.
You graduated from LSU?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What you know? You want to touch bases on that a little bit?
Well, yeah. After my 4th year, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was on probation at LSU.
Did you you went straight in? Now you
went straight in, started as a freshman. So you know, my senior year, I was on probation at LSU because, you know, we partied a lot. So when they pop up these drug tests and you've been smoking marijuana, it's gonna come up. And they told me, like, bro, if you get caught one more time with this, it's out the door you go, back to the ghetto you go. So I stopped, you know what I'm saying? I just went to smoking black and miles and drinking beer. And then they still couldn't do nothing with me. And like, how this cat doing this? I'm running 110 miles per hour on the court, and after that's over with, I go 210 off the court. Yeah. And then I come back the next day and go 210 at practice.
Report it, yeah.
Man, this dude here's something serious. So, but my senior year, I was on probation, so I had to stop that. But after that, we had made it to the first round in the NCAA tournament. We had lost to Purdue first game. So after that, you know, it was my career at LSU was over with. So I went back to partying, and my agent called me out the blue. And he was like, "Man, Jerry West, he wants you to come try out for the Memphis Grizzlies."
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
My agent Brian Elphis called me and told me, "Yeah, Jerry West wants you to come try out for the Memphis." Because Stromae was there at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, you got to give me a couple of days to get in shape. I ain't been doing nothing. I'm fresh off the couch. And he bust out laughing in my face. I can remember it still to this day, vividly. Laughing. It's like, it was like a couple of days to get in shape. It's like, nah, it's either now or never. What you gonna do?
What, your agent said that?
Yeah. So I was, young and dumb. I jumped on the plane like, y'all, these cats in basketball, they ain't dealing with me no way. I can come out there.
Still,
yeah, run circles around y'all. So, but what I didn't know was this is the power of a mentor. What I didn't know is at the NBA practice, they're gonna bring only 4 dudes in. They're gonna run you up and down that court for 4 hours. We trying to invest millions of dollars in you. You got to be ready to perform. And the warm-up was like 45 minutes full court. I'm fresh off the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started to feel it after that. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. Yeah. Man, we started to work out. They brought 3 other of the top guys that I was looking at. And just like every other workout I've been to around the country, whether NBA Development League or anywhere, I run circles around those guys, man. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like me. Nobody had. It's just the way it is, and you can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And
boy, I gotta give it to you, Torris. You always had that. But that's what you need, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you're doing your thing.
That next level, you better have something that's gonna push you around.
Right back.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when that nightlight kicked in, that tiger ran out of gas. Okay. And it spread around the NBA from that point that boy Bright, he could play, but he out of shape. We can't do nothing with him. So the following week I had a trial at Indiana Pacers, and it went a little better, but I wasn't in the shape that I needed to be in. Not no $78 million shape, because the guy who I split freshman of the year with was Joe Johnson. He was playing with Arkansas.
Oh, I do remember.
He signed, All-Star. He signed 2 deals for $76 million apiece, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm taking it as that could have been my money, because I'm like, man, come on, man, none of y'all cats ain't. I put cats in the lead. I played against cats that was in the league, and them cats will tell you right now, that boy Bright, he the real deal.
Nah, it ain't.
I tell them that I tell them and anybody else that too. But I just at that particular time I wasn't ready for that opportunity. I hear that. And it was nobody around that could tell me in a way that would prepare me for that opportunity. So I missed out on it. And I chose to go overseas. I played in Germany. I played in, we had some games when I was in college in Italy and Hawaii, stuff like that. But
that was an experience out there?
Yeah. It's I encourage anybody to travel. There's no place, in my opinion, there's no place in the world like America, but it's
other stuff out there, huh?
Big time. If you don't travel, you don't go see the world, you're missing out a lot. So that's it, man.
Oh, okay. Well, how long you stayed out there, though, overseas?
I stayed in Germany for about 6 months. I went out there and got sick. Man, it's a big story behind that.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wonder what happened to Torris Bright. And in my 3rd book, it's going to be like an autobiography. I'm really getting in detail about some of the dangerous things that we was into at LSU. Okay. Like a lot of people don't know that I've been in jail like over 25 times.
I never knew that too.
Yeah, it's not really nothing to where I was like stealing and fighting and killing and doing all that.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Nah, it's just, some of them was DUIs and some of them was curfew. It's just knick-knack things like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was
growing up issues.
Yeah, it was
but I never knew that though, T. That was one of the main things, why I did want to have this, it was a lot dealing with it, like I know T, he'll be able to do it. First interview with somebody like this, but it was at the same time, like I told you the other day, it's some things I didn't know, T. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just learning a whole lot. I'm asking you stuff, but I'm learning too. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went home, I went this way, you went that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, some things that I did want to, ask you as far as, as far as LSU and then the league, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things that I didn't know, like, as far as you going to, jail and this and that. I never knew that, T. You know, I heard, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the thing when you're dealing with any city, pretty much. But you can't really. A lot of people are going to talk about a lot of things, and a lot of people don't know a lot. They can only assume what they think they know and what they heard and this and that and this and that. But the thing about me is, especially if you're in the limelight, like they're gonna talk about you. If I come up, like I came up with a website to where a lot of is catered toward nothing but black businesses. And the objective for it is to, let's say if you in Tampa and you looking for a realtor, or you trying to buy a car, or you trying to do anything, if you on this website, you could just type in that, and they're gonna tell you the best people or everybody who in your area who doing anything. If it's food, if it's a barber, if it's anything, it's like a community of black business. When I went down the comments, I seen, you know, some people talking about, oh, you know, it's another black dude trying to scam people, blah 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 blah. But my reason for saying this is it don't matter what you do. You could be good or bad, people gonna talk. They talk about Jesus. They talk about anything. It don't matter what you do, people gonna talk. But the thing about me is, you know, I used to let it get to me because I used to hear some of the things people were saying about me, like how they talking about me like that, right? Yeah. But after you know, so many years, I'm like, man, these people are not putting no money in my pocket. Yeah. When I come around, I don't. You know, your frowns turn to smiles when I come around. It'll always be about, man, you was a good basketball player, I had family doing blah, 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 blah. I don't hear none of that stuff that I heard you were saying. Yeah. And that's just for anybody. So, you know, I would say that, you know, people gonna talk, but they not, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people just talk.
That's all they ain't gonna,
they'll talk about you fighting, but they won't fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They'll talk about, let's say they had something up at the SYFA field that had to do with racism, blah, 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 blah. They'll sit there all day and talk about racism on Facebook, but when it's time to do something about
ain't gonna do nothing.
Disappear.
Yeah.
You AWOL.
Yeah.
So my thing is just people say all kind of things about me. They're gonna continue to say all kind of things about me. But when I know for a fact when I come around, they ain't gonna say none of that about me. That's probably because of that tiger that's in me. But either way it go, that shouldn't be my focus. That shouldn't be nobody's focus. Yeah. Nobody should be worried about what anybody's saying about them, because 9 times out of 10 it's just water under the bridge. That's all they ain't gonna do nothing about what they talking about. It's just gibberish. So the main thing to be is just stay like I should have been before I went to LSU. Extremely focused on what you're trying to get done, what you're trying to accomplish in life. That's it. All that other stuff on the side, outside of what people saying and all that, it really don't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's all about how you take care of yourself and your family. It's all about you progressing and putting yourself and your family in a situation to where they won't have to go through the same things you've been through, and they'll be a little bit smarter because of you. That's right. You know, that's where I'm at. I really don't care about what people talk about.
No, I hear that. I like hearing that, T. I ain't gonna lie, I like hearing that. And going from what you was just saying, like, when I haven't seen you, it's been a minute. I think the last time I seen you was at that parade. When you had, was it your little man?
Junior.
Yeah, on your shoulder. I said, oh, all right, we on the float for the long ones. I said, all right, T. Yeah. And it was just good seeing you, my brother. You know, like, with your son, and then I ended up seeing you a little bit more after. The little man looked just like you, T. I ain't gonna say. So what I'm trying to say is, we all don't, we go through things, but we all might not take that leap like how they was looking at me, T, just like how they was looking at you. Oh, you going to the NFL, or you going to the NBA. It don't happen for everybody. Right. Now, how you gonna turn around, you gonna let life get you down, or you coming up? And T, I ain't gonna lie, what I'm coming back to is when I seen you and I started, you know, being your friend on Facebook, this and that, you know, digging into the things you was doing, my brother. Like, what you doing now really outweighs, you know, the wrong that, you know, that you took, you know what I'm saying, to kind of get off path, because what you got, the tiger mentality thing going on now. You got your book right now, T, that people can actually look into. And that's another thing I wanted to run that to you. I want you to tell the viewers, like, as far as what they can look for when they open that book, Overtime.
The overtime is you could go to theovertimebook.com and buy the book off of Amazon, or you can just reach out to me and.
How much is the book?
It's $20.
All right, I'm gonna give you 30 today, big dog.
Yeah, for sure. But you could go to theovertimebook.com and purchase the book. But basically, it's just about just some steps to become successful in life after sports. And I witnessed and know of a lot of people that just after sports, they were just lost. They didn't know what to do. And I suffered from that for years. And the book is just basically explaining, look, this is what you do. This is how you find your passion, or this is how you develop a purpose for your life, and just take your same intensity as you did with your sports and put it in your next endeavor. And that's going to give you the fuel to keep pushing and just keep telling your story and inspiring people. Because the fact of the matter is, a lot of people was watching you when you were in your sport, but them people still haven't stopped watching. So don't get too down on yourself. Life is always going to be a fight, because it's not only your kids and the closest around you that's watching, other people are watching you too. We influence 10,000 people in a lifetime without even knowing it. That's not even being a coach or athlete or teacher. That's just a regular person will influence 10,000 people in a lifetime without even knowing it. So in actuality, we all coaches in some kind of way. The thing is just to not give up on yourself and keep fighting, because everybody on this planet right now is going through something. I don't care how much they post positive on Facebook or smile.
Oh, they're going through it.
Everybody in this world going through something right now. That's another reason why you can't really worry about what people be talking about, because it be the ones that's talking about you that's going through the most hell right now and needing the most love. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really worry about that. But the book just explains how to stay focused, and how to keep being the influence, and how to find your next purpose and your passion, and put the same intensity that you did in your sport towards that.
Okay, and like I said, that's why I'm gonna give you that 30 today, T. Because me personally, I've been slacking. I ain't gonna lie. And how long the book been out?
Man, it's been out for probably a couple months now. I've been working on the book for a while, because my daddy died, and my sister died, and then my nephew died, and
yeah, man,
I heard things going on in my life. So that's
sorry to hear that too.
It's life. Things happen. But whenever you're trying to accomplish something good like that, the devil gonna try to find any kind of way he can and to slow the process down, or at best get you to stop and forget or give up. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, I'm focused on getting so much out of life and just helping so many people that I'm going through things now, real serious situations, but I'm prepared for it. And I prayed for this, so I gotta prepare for the process, because I know what's on the other side of the process. And if I can just keep that in my mind, then the process will go so much easier, and I'll be already in a state of mind of having it before I receive it.
I definitely hear that. But I want to keep stressing this to the viewers. That book, Overtime, you guys can definitely go. Where you say they could go get it at again?
tHeovertimebook.com.
tHeovertimebook.com. Y'all go check it out. The book speaks for itself when you look at the picture. You know what I'm saying? It's Torris Bright when he was at LSU. Look like he doing a little move. You know what I'm saying? I like that, T. But like I said, I'm gonna give you that before I go, because I was been supposed to do that. Like I said, I ain't the type to sit up on there and go to Prime and do all of this. I let my girl do all that type of work. But I'm going to go ahead and get put that money in your hand so I can get that book, big man. I want to read that. I'm interested in that. And about your Tiger mentality, where that come from? What is that about?
It started off as Tiger mentality, because I've been a Tiger my whole life. I started off at Bayou Woods. Bayou Woods is pretty much Tigers. Then Slaughter Junior High Tigers. Slaughter High Tigers, then LSU Tigers. So I've pretty much been a Tiger my whole life, and
I ain't never look at it like that.
Yeah, and not to mention, like a lot of people don't realize that a tiger is really the king of the jungle. They say a lion is the king of the jungle, but it's really a tiger because a tiger is bigger, stronger, faster. If you make them fight each other one-on-one, a tiger will whip them every time because it's just too big for them. Yeah. But the reason why they say the lion is the king of the jungle because lions run in packs. You know, tigers don't really run like that. They really roll by themselves. So, you know, not to mention just just having that spark, that fire in you, like Westbrook. Westbrook got a tiger mentality.
Yeah, he
always on go. You know what I'm saying?
Go, yeah.
Yeah, like, and let's say like I say probably like Lil Boosie or somebody, or you know, somebody who really passionate about what they do, that you can tell they got that fire. So that's where that came from. But eventually it kind of dissipated and turned into evolve mentality. Okay. And that's my whole thing right now. That's my sports and life coaching.
Yeah, get into that. Let them know. You know, you still do a little basketball as far as playing, but you're actually coaching now, huh? You're behind the scenes of that?
I'm transitioning to just basically online coaching and consulting, and just helping players and athletes around the country stay focused and not go through some of it. Because I went through hell, and I'm still standing. I'm still going through hell. It take a hell of a devil to take me out.
No, that's there you go.
So, and my thing is just I gotta just tell my story and give advice to a lot of these, because I know a lot of players that were big time players in college, and these players should be getting compensated, or they should be living well right now. Yeah. But in actuality, a lot of them have went through and still going through hell. So my thing is just to catch them in high school all the way through after college, and not only give them advice, but give them encouragement, motivation, and give them avenues to just put themselves in a position to where them and their family can succeed. So that's my business that I'm working on right now, Evolve Sports and Life Coaching.
All right. Well, with that being said, in that background right there with SYFA, where we at, that'll be something good that I know I could definitely bring into our group, Torris, as far as, you know, you getting some, I know it's dealing more with basketball, but, you know, we dealing with football over here. I think that could roll into over here too, T. So like sometimes we'll have you come over, have time, maybe speak or anything, you know, just anything or anything that you have going on that you could come out here, because I know what you got going on right now, everything positive, T. Yeah. I definitely see a change in you, big man. I ain't gonna sit here and BS you, you know, and that's another thing that why I wanted you up in here, because it's like he done been through a lot, but hey, look where he at right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? You still looking good, big dog. You still look like you about 18, yeah?
I wish. Yeah.
You can still move though, man? Like, you know, you still be playing a little bit?
Not at all. I mean, I work out a little bit, but I'm more of just coaching. Just trying to get tunnel vision on that and push that to the limit, see how far I can take that. And that's just consulting and you know, just I've been posting positive things on Facebook since 2010. Most people don't know that. A lot of those posts that's popping up now is some of them is you know, from previous years ago, and I just hit a comment on them, and Facebook will play them again like they knew, but they really, if you look at the date on them, they from 2018 all the way 2010, 2011. But I've been doing that for a while, and I just, you know, I kind of got infatuated and intrigued by self-development. And
you had my eyes and my attention. I'm gonna be real on a lot of them.
But it's crazy because it's hard for me, and because I got that attitude and that fire in me to where, you know, most people better watch what they're saying toward me, especially if they ain't saying the right thing. Yeah. So the reason why it's crazy is because I'm so much in love with personal self-development. So it's taken years for me to pull back layers and drain myself and saturate myself into this personal development world to where I can constantly, slowly but surely get a better life and a better mentality of life.
I hear that. I definitely hear that. Man, that's definitely what's up, dude. See, I ain't gonna lie. Man, we definitely gonna get with you as far as coming out here, doing some stuff, you know, because like I said, I see you got a lot of positive things going on.
Right.
And right now we with a whole, you know, new situation, new board over here, just trying to get things going on the right turn. Because last year over here at tHe, dealing with the pandemic and Corona, it messed a lot of stuff up, and this was one of them that, you know, players just went everywhere.
Right, yeah.
So now we're trying to bring it back, and things like this. That's why I'm doing the interviews here at tHe to just help us out, you know, and I know for a fact, you know, you could definitely help us out. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like I said, coming out here and speaking to the kids and stuff like that. Are you still doing your basketball camp? I know you did that one.
Training. I trained.
Oh, training.
Players.
Okay.
Yeah, I trained certain few players, but you know, like I said,
because they'll be learning from the best team. You don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I'm about to like I train like $40 an hour.
Okay, that ain't bad enough. I'm letting y'all know now before he start talking. That's the best. Trust in me. My little boy wanted to play basketball, but he don't want to do that. Oh, little nephew Corey, that's where you're gonna be at this summer with Torris Bright. But go ahead, big man.
Yeah, I done got away from group training, and it's mainly just one-on-one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna raise those prices though, because I'm not only dealing with just the physical side and the skill side of basketball, I'm dealing with their minds too.
You're right.
So when they come in there, it's just one player. They're gonna be ready to go through not only a workout, but I'm gonna put it in their head that, you know, sometimes you just gotta go out there and take the ball. You just can't play regular defense, especially when you got 2 minutes left on the clock or the ball just took the ball from you. You gotta have that Tiger mentality. You gotta have that Jordan in you when you go out there. You gotta have that Westbrook, that Kobe in you. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of difficult for some players because they like Curry. They like Curry, and Curry ain't really with all of that, you know what I'm saying? But what I do is I try to instill that into a lot of them because they're going to need that. They're going to get pushed around and bullied, and you're going to need... Like
you said, when you go to different little areas, you're going to see different stuff. Everybody don't play alike.
You go to Orlando, and you playing against this all-black team that's straight from the hood. Yeah. You come in there with that good guy stuff you want to. You may be on your game. You know what I'm saying? Them boys gonna surround you.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to be ready for all of that. And you know, that's just part of my training when I'm doing now.
When you think you gonna start it back up? So you know we can.
I'm doing it now, but
okay.
Yeah, like I say, I'm just doing a one-on-one training.
How they can get in touch with you? You know.
Hit me up on Facebook.
Okay, under Torris Bright. Torris Bright. Hit him up on Facebook. And trust me, you'll definitely see an elevation in your kid's game.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I was young and you was this age now back then. Mama, send me over there. Yeah, but man, I want to thank you, T. You know, it's just like I said, you answered really all my questions. You know what I'm saying, my brother? And I just want you to keep shining your light. You know what I'm saying? For real, Torris. I know, like you said, we all go through stuff because I'm going through stuff myself, you know what I'm saying? It's just, we as athletes sometimes, we'll know how to hide it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because that'll kind of overdo it. But deep down inside, like you say, your attitude, you know, it'll be getting you. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people like that today. And I think by you shining your light like that, T, it'll open people's minds. You know, as a father, as a mother, as a kid, as a son, or whatever you are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things today that need to be changed.
Without a doubt.
You know, it ain't the same. I know it'll never be the same, but that mentality could be the same.
Right.
You know, that's why I like when, you know, I know you changed it from Tiger mentality to, what you said it's called again? You know, but I just like that mentality because that's one thing Coach Stubbs had put it over there at Selma. You know, that's why we're successful over there. You got to have that mentality.
Yeah, see, that's a reason why Alabama like the way they is. Because Saban put a certain kind of mentality in them players. He could build a $55 million academic center on campus, but and you gotta make the grades that play. But don't get it messed up. You come here to do one thing. That's play football and win. And he put that in their head. So that's why Alabama record like it is. That's why Duke record like it is, or like it's been in the past. I don't know how long, because these coaches put a certain level of mentality into their players, and that's the only thing they accept. We accept winning, and that's it. We don't accept losing. So And that's not only with sports, that's in life. If I put that type of mentality in my kid, look, you're gonna hit roadblocks in life. You're gonna be, people gonna steal from you, people gonna lie to you, people gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna miss out on opportunities. But the fact of the matter is, you just can't. After you fall, because you're gonna fall, you might fall a few times. The fact of the matter is, you gotta get up and you gotta run even harder. You gotta run harder the next time, and you can't stop until you get out of life whatever it is you want. Period. So you're gonna hit them roadblocks, but you gotta have a certain type of mentality to succeed in this world. And if you want to succeed big in this world, you gotta have a tough mentality. You gotta have an extremely tough mentality. That's why, your boy Kwame Brown, see, he's starting to come out now and starting to, talk about a lot of things he was going on in his head. Mm-hmm. But he had went through a lot. And he being drafted #1 and being labeled as a bust, a lot of people talking about you, this and that. You go through a lot as a player. A lot of the players kill themselves because of, their situation, thinking that this is the end of the world. And I tell people this all the time. A lot of people thinking that, man, they're going through a certain situation and they thinking that, man, this is the worst thing that could ever happen to them. And not knowing that 100% of the time, remember this, 100% of the time, everything always works out. It never fails. Especially if you're a spiritual person. 100% of the time, everything always works out. Mm-hmm. The number one reason people get a lot of these diseases is from stress. When they say stress kills, stress actually do really, literally kill you. Because you're going to start eating and you're going to get diabetes, or you're going to get cancer, or you're going to get cirrhosis of the liver, or you're going to get something because it derived from stress. So, I'm saying all that to say mentality for me is everything. You got to have a strong mentality. And right now, in these days, evolution is everything. That's where evolved mentality comes from. We evolving now. We evolved from the floor model to the flat screen that's hanging on the wall. We evolved from the flip phone to the iPhone 12. In my opinion, we evolved from selling on the corner to CVS.
That's real. No, that's real. Yeah.
So everything is about evolution right now. And with me,
man, that's deep, boy.
If I'm not right now, especially right now in my life, if I don't evolve, it's not going to be good for my company. It's not going to be good for my family. It's not going to be good for my friends. It's not going to be good for nobody. It's not going to be good for the athletes that's coming behind me that need to hear my story. So it's a must that I evolve. It's a must that I put out books. It's a must that I do anything that I can possibly do to help anybody out to succeed. If not, for me, it's not going to look good. I'm going to be either dead or in jail because I'm going to keep repeating the same things that I've been doing for the last I don't know how long, which is basically insanity, and that's not going to help nobody out. Mm-hmm. So for me, that's where it all comes from. I have to evolve. A lot of people have to evolve, but they're just going to keep saying the same movie over and over again.
Evolve mentality.
Evolve mentality. Evolve or die.
That's what it's about. That's definitely what it's about. Well, I want to thank you again, my brother. And on my first interview on tHe.
For sure.
That's real, T. Real talk, big brother.
Yeah.
For real. Boy, you still tall.
Yeah.
Hands still. Look at my little hands, man.
They ain't going nowhere. Right?
Oh, look like you be hitting a little weight. You
push
got
up.
A little, okay,
push
got
up.
a little chest
I
now.
used to catch. My dad used to lay them bricks.
Yeah,
so we used to catch bricks and throw bricks.
You and Martin,
huh? So we had to keep I had the big old hands, you know what I'm saying? That brick is over with.
Already, but I want to thank you, brother. Like I said, we definitely want you to come back, big dog. Especially out here, you can talk to these
That's
kids.
what I'm about to start doing. I'm about to make a career out of that. Okay. My goal is to just to go around to different universities telling my story and telling them the things that they need to look out. Like when I was in LSU, I didn't know that I was supposed to basically, this is a life skill, I was supposed to basically make connections. Because look at Louisiana. I've been in trouble a lot, I've been in the courthouse a lot, but just knowing different LSU alumni kind of got me out of some trouble.
I know I didn't.
Yeah, so those connections in college, you just gotta keep you gotta keep a list of all your connections, all your friends, and You know, because one day relationships are way more valuable than money. So I don't need $1 million if I'm tHe. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z just bought a $39 million car. So he don't never have to worry about becoming a millionaire. He got a relationship that's a billionaire. If I got all these relationships around where I can go to him for this, I can go to her for this, I can go to this for this, I don't need money.
Nah, I hear that.
You know what I don't need money.
Look,
I mean, now, don't get me wrong, you're gonna need money you need money to live.
Yeah.
But if me and let's say me and Goo Ace Boom Coons, I don't really have to worry about saving up a lot of money or my credit being right to go get a car. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that relationship. Or Eddie Terrell, or anybody for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Troy Duon. You know, so relationship, way more valuable than money. Just like time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you better, especially with the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? That should have showed everybody right there, like, you never know what time you're gonna leave. Every time you look up on Facebook, somebody dropping off. So, you know, right now, what I do, if I'm not around my family or anybody that's close to my circle, you probably ain't gonna see me. You know what I'm saying? Or if I ain't doing something like this, because this is considered work. I'm about to start going around different countries, speaking to different universities, different schools, different sports organizations, telling my story, you know, selling my products or whatever, and just trying to give these kids advice. Watch out for the women out there. Watch out for the men out there. Watch out for these agents, because they'll stick you. Like I had a nice job offshore making great money. Ran into an agent, told me he could get me like 30 grand a month, 15 to 30 grand a month going to Puerto Rico. I quit the job, man. And this
you was offshore?
I was offshore. I was offshore a few times. That's like my third book is gonna be my autobiography, where people can learn a lot of situations that happened in my life. They'll be like, God, damn.
Go deep into it.
I'm really advanced in a lot of areas. Okay. I'm really experienced in a whole lot of areas. When I say I know that boy sitting at the top of that office, I ain't lying. When I say I know where you can get whatever you want to get, I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm, you know, and I put that in the book. So yeah, man. It's
all right. Well, hey, we're gonna have you back on here. You know, I got a couple more coming, but man, look. Oh, so you got another one coming out too? Another book?
My next book is going to be called Game Time. The first one called Overtime. My next book is going to be called Game Time. And this is just going to be for the players how to become a successful college athlete. Okay. See, the first book was about becoming successful after sports. The second book is going to be about how you get into college. What the exact same things I did to get in college. I woke them boys up at 4:30 in the morning, picked everybody up.
Let's go.
Some of them, we're going to slide. Stole the key from Ruffin. Ruffin turned his head. Jacked the key with the guy. Right there to Win Dixon. Let me get a key made. Put the keys back. What? We gotta break in and get in the gym. We gotta try to get it. No, we don't. I got the key right here. Damn. We ended up running up and down. Before school even started, we running full court. Take a shower, go to class, come back, have practice again. Everybody else go home after practice. I'm still in there. That's tunnel vision right there. No wonder you got to the second level. No shit. Because I was in there putting up, while I was at home doing whatever I was doing, I'm in there like, I can't leave. I hit 300.
Okay.
I see y'all on TV. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Already, T.
That's my goal, though, bro. Just to
you know, we here at SYFA. We're gonna help you. You know, as far as anything we can help you with, especially with
that's what I'm doing anyway. I'm going around speaking. I've been doing that for a while.
Okay.
I just came out of a couple months ago. Came out of Homer talking to some bad kids out there at a little Kids Day program, but. That's what I do, bro. I go around speaking, telling my story, just, you know, trying to help these kids and athletes out. That's it.
And I definitely really believe, I know we still on live too, that one-on-one with your team. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I wish I had a kid like right now. Really, I mean, I might even throw my little nephew and them over there. This they senior year, they got a little brother too, Javari too, because they good.
Yeah.
But they need somebody like that, like you know what I'm saying, that done been there.
LeBron good too. He still got a trainer.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Michael Jordan had a trainer. You You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They good, but what they gonna do is they gotta go against me right now 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm a point guard. I ain't just the person you going against. I'm a tall point guard. You know what I'm saying? So I can be able to help you when you doing all that razzle dazzle right there. I could be able to help you like what you doing. You gotta do a move and go with your move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if I stop that, you gotta have something in your mind to come up with something else. See, a lot of stuff that people that have, that's where that experience come from. And I talked to this dude that mentored me, a life coach. It was like, man, like 9 times out of 10, nobody in Slidell has ever been through what you've been through, especially in that southern part of the country. And you only charging $40 an hour. It was like, you know what I'm saying, personal coaching, especially if they're going to get something from your training, they're going to get some results, you should be one of the highest paid trainers around there.
You deserve that, big guy.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
So I was like, I never really thought about that. I just thought that if I charge them 40, I can get more kids to come in and get some more experience, at least just to help them out, because I'm only training you 1 day a week. Yeah. What I'm going to give you to go home with, you got to, if you really love basketball, you're going to pick up that basketball throughout the week and work on whatever I give you to work on. If not, 1 day a week ain't going to get it coming to see me. No, you ain't going to get to the next level like that. You ain't going to get to LSU.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna get to LSU. I ain't gonna say no names of no other university, but you ain't coming there.
Yeah.
Not with no 1 day a week training.
See, and that's another thing with this generation. That's what it be. Just at the gym, I go home, I'm doing something totally. No, you got to keep that ball in your hand.
What? I was taking the ball to church. Spalding was my girlfriend. What? We about to go get some eggs and milk. All right, let's go. I'm going to the store, man. That ball ain't never leaving my hand. We moving again, man? All right.
The ball coming.
What a basketball going at in this neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
You're right on that. Oh man, you're right. But yeah, T, like I said, man, it was good interviewing you, big man. And
no doubt.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some of this footage and I'm gonna chop it up, big man. And
I'm about to do a little series.
Y'all stay tuned. He got some other things popping. SYF got some things popping too. So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to chop it up and I'm going to definitely send out some little clips. So like I said, y'all stay tuned. tHe.